Previously on the Inja's channel.
That was embarrassing. Oh, Father Mucker, holy frick! That's launch mode right there! Full throttle is insanely fast. I'm catching up, I'm like, holy frick! How's it going? Let's take a look at the Solar FF, which obviously stands for f***ing fast, 2.0. So you guys may have recalled that I reviewed the Solar P1 Pro not too long ago. That thing was insanely fast. This thing goes about 10 miles per hour faster and just has overall a little bit better specs. Bigger wheels, which is great. This scooter does 60 miles per hour, 50 miles of range, and it has 5,000 watts of juicy electrical power. 2 hub motors, one 2,500 watt motor in the rear, one 2,500 watt motor in the front. And like the P1 Pro that I recently reviewed, it is a scooter, so I mean, it's a whole different game. When you're on one of these things flying down the road at almost highway speeds, like it's a whole different game. If you've never been on a scooter of this caliber, you do not know the feeling. The FF 2.0 is basically, in my mind at least, the P1 Pro on slight steroids. P1 Pro is insane, don't get me wrong, but this has a little bit different hardware, a little bit better specs, and of course it's a little bit more money, so it's a trade-off either way. But first, let's get this thing out of the box. Let's actually show you guys what we're working with. You don't know it till you see it, right? So let's get it out of the box and see what we got. All right, well here it is, the Solar FF 2.0. This is definitely one serious unit. I actually pulled out the P1 Pro in comparison so you guys could see the P1 Pro. Obviously a heavy duty scooter, nothing to laugh at for sure. But this is definitely on a slightly different level, I would say, just as far as components for suspension and whatnot go. But first things first, England. Again, I'm in America. Don't send me this plug again, please. But no, I have something for it. I can just plug right in and get her charged up, which is the next step. I'm gonna get the FF charged up. I'm gonna take it on a ride tomorrow. It's getting dark right now, and I think it's on a completely flat battery. I don't know if I have to plug something in or not, but I turn it on, nothing happens. Maybe there's just a button I'm not pushing, but I need to get it on a full charge anyway, so I'll figure that out later. Very, very cool unit though, for sure. So I'm definitely pumped. Dude, and this is a suspension seat too. So you got rear suspension, you have front suspension, and you have suspension in your seat. So if I feel any bumps riding this thing, I will be very disappointed. But between this and the P1 Pro, you guys can see there's the FF 2.0. This is the P1 Pro. Same thing in the back, there's the P1 Pro. And then there's the FF 2.0. And you guys can see there are 2 shocks back there for the rear suspension. And I'm very excited to get this thing out on the ride. Again, 60 miles per hour top speed. They say 50-mile range, which I will also be testing tomorrow. Let's get it charged up, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. One thing I forgot to mention was it does come with the owner's manual, some extra keys and key fobs. I don't even know if, I hate using those because they probably like make the thing go all wacko. Oh, it's actually quiet. Anyway, they send the key fob, some extra keys, owner's manual, and they actually include a few extra brake pads too, so that's actually much appreciated. I've never seen a scooter come with extra brake pads or e-bikes or anything, so that's different. All right, catch you guys tomorrow. All right, we are sitting on a full charge, and I was correct that it was just a little bit too dead last night to turn on with the key switch. You guys can see we are at 67.2 volts. There is 1 kilometer on the odometer right now. Okay, so the yellow button switches your power mode. Keep that on 3. But we are on a full battery, and today I am going to take this thing on its extended test ride and my first ride. Get my first impressions and get the overall general specs you guys will see realistically day to day riding this thing. So let's get it out to the street and see what this thing's got. I'm gonna use this seat today see how I like it. Feels basically just like a scooter. Yeah, and we're live. Let's turn this thing on to number 3. Oh, I should probably air up the tires too. Yeah, I should definitely air up the tires. Oh, that's trippy. I think the seat just like sank down. All right, let's try this again. There we go, that's a little faster. Braking is nice and responsive, not bad at all. I don't feel a whole lot of bumps. Not bad. Oh yeah, that's quick. Oh, freak. Shoot, dude. Frick. Okay. All right, Solar. I see you. Yeah, that'll pick up right there, frick. I almost feel like I want to stand up. Like the seat, it almost feels like I'm gonna get like pulled off it when you're freaking punching that throttle. The seat's on there, so I can't get really far enough back. But honestly, I kind of enjoy just riding it like a moped anyway. It's kind of, I don't know, man. It's just different. All right, let's get this thing on a longer test drive. I'm gonna just see if I can drain the entire battery right now. It is currently at 66.1 volt sitting. I will say when I got this out of the box, it was in my garage for a couple weeks. When I got it out of the box, it was below minimum voltage, minimum safe voltage. It was at like 42 volts, I think. There's almost no chance that the battery is damaged because of that. But if you guys know anything about electrics, below minimum safe voltage is probably not good to do, but but I guarantee you it's fine. So we'll see if it lives up to the 45 to 50 mile range that they estimate. Right off the bat, it's nice and comfortable. I mean, you barely feel any bumps. There's a little bit of road vibration, obviously, and the tires are not street tires specifically. I think they're just like an all-around dirt, off-road slash you can take it on the road as well kind of tire. So you definitely feel some of the tire vibration too, just because it is more knobby than, you know, a street tire. All right, well, I think I'm gonna take this my normal coffee shop route. I'm getting the hang of this. Even with the seat, you kind of have to have your legs kind of, okay. Oh boy, wow. Sorry, I got very distracted. I started going pretty quick there in a school zone. But anyway, you kind of keep your feet like this so you actually can push forward a little bit as you're accelerating, because you do. This is some pretty mad acceleration. This thing, 80 kilometers per hour already. Goodness gracious. So I'm just gonna take this on the bike trail to my normal coffee shop route. If you guys watch these reviews a lot, you guys know I always go this way. So I'm just gonna go there again. That's about 7.5 miles away and 7.5 miles back. Yeah, this thing's quick, man. This thing is quick. This thing is so fast. Guarantee you could get across town way faster on this thing than you could in a car. Guarantee you. I mean, in the city, you're going faster than cars anyway. Your top speed is higher than they are. All right, let's just mash this throttle and see what happens. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, it goes. And this thing definitely just eats up bumps, and I'm like off-roading right now. Look at that suspension working. Wow, this is quite the experience, dude. Holy frick. Holy frick. Wow. Shoot, man, this thing is fast. Can't even tell it's going up a steep hill. All right, let's get it. Top speed run. 89. And we're gonna go over like a million manholes here. Yep. Get some tuck here. Get that drag coefficient as low as possible. 93. And there's a manhole, didn't even feel it. 94. And we got a red light. I will call that a top speed run. How about that? How about that? How about that? All right, I guess, you know what? I think I'll just go on the sidewalk. You know, I need to get across the street at some point anyway. Solar has definitely been good, though. I will say they are probably my favorite company, one of the favorite companies to work with, because I work with a whole bunch of people, and Solar is one of them. And I like them out of the majority of everyone I work with, probably one of the best. And I think that also just is reflected in how they do business. Frick, man. And they got some solid dang scooters, too. Oh yeah. This thing will fishtail, dude. Freak. Wow. That's a lot of bumps. All right, well, I don't have any footage of this, but I was just pulling into my office here, and it completely just died. And the voltmeter, this died first, and then the voltmeter started just like 20 volts, 10 volts, 0, and now it's nothing. I don't know. Welcome to a day in the life of the Inja. It's my office complex here. Was just swinging by to check the mail and whatnot. I guess it's a good time for this thing to die. So I guess I'll just go in the nice air-conditioned room while we do this. So everything went black, and then the voltmeter, like it died, basically how it looked is it went from like 52 what it was at to like 40 to 30 to 20 to 10, and then everything just went black. And I got nothing. So let's see. I did charge it, you guys saw, completely full overnight. It was sitting for probably 16 hours plugged in. I'm gonna use the top port this time. I think I used the bottom one last time. So I think we're just gonna charge it back up and see if I get any better results. I was actually talking to Solar Scooters on the way home, and they said it has 2 ports. In case you have 2 of these chargers, you can charge it twice as fast. So I asked if there was a difference between, you know, if I had to plug one in and then plug another one in, but it's just 2 chargers to double charge if you guys want. But yeah, so we'll let this thing charge up and then we'll give it another shot tomorrow. Now I will say that was a really fast 15 miles. I mean, I went across town in like no time on this thing before it died. So I think overall, just for how it went, it was honestly very impressive. It was fast, but I was riding it hard like I always do for these tests. And so we'll see. It's gonna charge up again. I'm gonna leave it till it turns green again and make sure that says 67.2 or so volts. And it's got some freaking like underglow stuff. So that's freaking sweet too. So I can't wait to show you guys this at night. I don't even think I've seen it at night riding with the lights on. So I'm excited to do that as well. So we'll let it charge, and then we'll just go from there. We'll see what it does. All right, take number 2. You guys can see it's fully charged up, 67.2 volts. We only have 15 miles. We only went 15 miles yesterday before it died. So I don't know, man. Let's just get this thing unplugged and out for a second test and just see what it does. I'm curious to know why it only got 15 miles yesterday. Freak! This thing's fast, dude. You know, I am realizing that I'm riding this a lot harder than I expect. I'm basically just full throttle all the time. In my head, I'm not going that hard, but like, in reality, I actually am. So I'm starting to realize that the tests that I do for all these electric vehicles might, you know, I won't say they're not fair because it's real world usage. You are going to be going full throttle on pretty much every electric bike and everything that you get. So it's real world use, but like their range estimates are, you know, going at number 2 speed or going half the speed that it's rated for on a flat surface. And here I am just like hammering through town, up hills, down hills, over bumps, who cares? And then saying, yeah, I only got you know, like 20 miles instead of their claimed 35 or whatever, you know. But like, again, I am going for real world use. Like, this is how fast, this is not maxed out at all, but this is how fast I would normally go down this road if I was trying to get somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's quick too. It's like 3,700. Yeah. It does like 60 miles per hour. Does it really? Yeah, it goes fast.
100% solar?
No, it's battery operated.
Okay, but solar recharge?
It's not. Sorry, I misunderstood you. No, that's the brand.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Solar FF.
Yeah, that's way bad though, either way.
Yeah, it's fast too. You wouldn't be disappointed. I will note that there are hills that I'm going over. These are the normal hills that I say that I go over. It's just kind of dips to go underneath, like, you know, their little tunnels underneath roads. But most of it is flat surface that I'm riding on. And most of it is pretty much maxed out. Dude, that guy just like shot across the road. He gave like 0 Fs. 0 Fs. You know what? I'm gonna push the button, be a good citizen. Boop. All right, everybody stop. That's right, peasants. Like, I'm just like floating in the air right now. How about that? Oh, dude, this guy, what an a-hole. See you later, a-hole. It's like merging onto the freeway right here. I'm gonna see which one I like better, standing up or sitting down. Oh yeah. Now I need to just get the seat out of the way because it's touching my leg. It's not a uncomfortable riding position. I think I'd actually like standing up better, to be honest. But sitting down is nice and comfortable. I like it.
How many miles do you go with that one, bro?
They say it does 50. Yeah, that's not bad at all. It does 60 miles per hour though. Yeah, it goes fast.
Is it really solar chargeable?
No, dude, that's just the brand. It's called the Solar FF.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, dude, it's sweet. 2 of 2 people have asked me if it's solar powered. Nah, dude, that's the brand. It's battery powered and does 60 miles per hour. You'd never get that on a solar powered scooter, but that would be pretty epic though. So I don't know, solar, keep that in mind. How you doing? So we're currently at 59.8 volts. So I've been riding this thing for like 15 miles already. So you're not gonna get like the premium launch. It's a little bit weaker than it was right when I started, but turn on power 3, freaking send it. That'll do it. And that's what it looks like in the twilight. Like with the lights on, but it's still light outside. I just noticed there were brake lights here. That's kind of cool. Do they light up? Oh, we got other lights that light up. All right, it's getting dark a little bit, so I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. These headlights are insanely bright. I mean, they are bright. From the front, like, you don't want to look at it because it's so bright. And even now, it's light outside, but you guys can still see the difference between headlights and no headlights. All right, so I have gathered my thoughts on the range. I only got 15 or so miles out of the first charge, and I'm getting about the same spec this time around as well. But I am rolling both motors the entire freaking way. I bet their figure came from an eco mode. I am currently on eco turbo. So basically it holds you at a legal city speed for just an E vehicle, so you don't have to plate it 20 miles per hour. But there's a eco turbo button. Basically it'll launch you super fast, full power, up to 20 miles per hour, which is that. And then of course, obviously you can just run on a single motor as well, and obviously that'll hold you at 20 miles per hour, no problem. And even the single motor picks up pretty good. So let's go ahead and just gun it. on a single motor. Let's see what we can get with just one motor. Still getting upwards of 30 something miles per hour on one motor. That is not bad. That is not bad at all. But yeah, I guarantee you they were doing an eco mode, and it's fair. It's a fair test to get to the 50 miles of range that they estimate. And I was just cranking on it, both motors full out, all the amps I can possibly draw the entire way for about 15 miles. And honestly, I don't even want to know how much these motors draw. It's 5,000 freaking watt of power. And so if you're cranking on it the entire way like this, I can see why it would only get 15 to 20 miles or so. But if I was running on one motor doing, you know, fairly legal speeds, a little bit over, I would definitely see 50 miles easy. So I think that's just, I think that, you know, I think I shouldn't be surprised, because I'm honestly just juicing it to its max limit, you know. So I think this thing performs admirably given how powerful it really is. It's like a high power car, like a, you know, freaking V12 Bugatti or something, like just full throttle. How fast can you burn a tank? Obviously it's only going to get like 10 miles. And it's the same concept with electric. Obviously if I'm juicing it max amps full out, both motors, you know, I'm gonna see a lot less range than if I put it on an eco mode or just the single motor. I would definitely see 40 to 50 miles like they estimate. I guarantee you that. I think that was just an unrealistic expectation I had set, a 50-mile range full out, you know, whereas they have an eco mode or something they use for it. So that is the Solar FF 2.0, definitely the fastest e-vehicle I have ridden, and well, besides the electric motorcycle we built, but that's saying a lot, you know. I would say the components are pretty dang high quality too. When you're going about 50 or so miles per hour on this thing, never did I feel like I was gonna crash or like nothing, you know, it felt good. I only got 15 miles out of the 2 charges, but again, that was full out on both motors. If I only went down to one motor with this little button here, obviously you'd get twice the range out of it, even if you're going full throttle. So you'd get 30 miles going full throttle out of one motor, and you're still going like 35 miles per hour just on one motor. And if you went one motor on eco mode going a city-friendly speed, you would be getting even more than that. So I guarantee they're 50 mile of range. Obviously they're probably on one motor going eco mode when they tested that. It's just like every other e-bike, e-scooter manufacturer. They test the scooters at a city-friendly speed and, you know, not under max voltage all the time. Pretty dang high quality scooter. I'm very impressed with it. It is insanely fast and it's insanely fun, and it's just a blast to ride. Make sure you guys are subscribed and your post notifications are on. I'll catch you guys next time.